Alrighty, guys. I'm Morthadon, bringing you guys Steins Gate Zero OVA. I consider it episode 24. I'll probably put both in the title. So I messed up, guys. The source I've been following has listed it as 24 episodes in Steins Gate Zero. It included the OVA as the 24th episode, and I didn't realize that last episode was the last episode until someone in the comments mentioned it, and I realized my mistake. So last episode was technically the last episode of the series, and I'm slightly disappointed, mainly because I thought there was more. And I do like how it ended in a way, like trying to look past it, but at the same time I wish like it showed them finding Steins Gate, like maybe it still will. And I had a bunch of theories on like what he could change to reach the Steins Gate, but now like it just ended at the point where he went back and got remotivated, and then so that basically tied in it tied in the whole what's it called, the alternate ending episode that the series was based off of, tied us back into the original storyline. Which, did he find the Steins Gate in the original storyline? I guess he did, because I do remember Kurisu being alive, and I know I would have been more sad if Mayuri was dead. So I guess he did find the Steins Gate. So maybe we did see what he changed in the first series to find the Steins Gate, and I'm just really stupid because I forgot what happened. But regardless, since I planned on this being 24 episodes, I'm still gonna watch the OVA. I'm curious what it's about, and I also want to talk about like the series in a whole, in a lot more detail after this episode. So if you want to stick around for that, because I didn't get a chance to do it last episode. This is going to be the first series I actually finish on my channel, but I don't want it to just leave off like, oh, there's another episode. Like, I want to talk about how I felt about the season, like, the shows and everything. So whenever a show ends, there'll be a discussion on, like, the overall, like, thoughts and feelings of the show. Which, like I said, I didn't get to do because I thought there was one more episode. So I'm probably not always going to watch the OVAs for shows, but in this case, I'm going to. So I don't know what I'm in for. Are we going to see life within the Steins Gate with Kurisu alive and Mayuri alive and everything all peaceful and everything? Or is this just going to be like a side fun episode with the characters that were in the series, and like Kurisu isn't going to be there? Like, I don't know what stage of the timeline this OVA is going to take place. So that's going to be interesting. So I guess let's just hop right into it. Alright, we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. So we got some Maho. New Year's Thief fiasco. The American! He was so evil, but I still love him! So sad. He always seemed like always so like cheery and happy, but he turned out to be evil. Alright. Still trying to figure out what time span we're in. There's the other Professor Chick. So is this... If this is the Steins Gate, he might actually be like the nice American who never got the message from himself. Ooh, Valentine's Day. Oh, we get this intro again! So, is this OVA back then, when this intro was relevant? We haven't seen this intro in a while. Or they're just tossing it in there just cause. I'm glad I got to see this intro again, though. Because it's been a while. It seems a little different. Or maybe I just didn't pay super... I might not have paid a ton of attention to it because I didn't want any spoilers. That might have been it. Oh, Mayuri. Nice. Alright, so they were still working for this guy at the time. Yeah, so I'm thinking this is in the timeline of whenever that intro was relevant. So I don't think this will be the Steins Gate, which means we might only have Kurisu as Amadeus. Is this the first time she's gotten paid for working or something? Yep, nice. Is she gonna buy some treats for Mayuri, maybe? Oh, right, yeah, because they were, like, scavenging and stuff. Suzuha, so innocent. Oh, and we get Amadeus, okay, yeah. Darn. Honestly, I was really hoping this OVA was gonna be one that came out after the series ended, but I'm guessing this released during the series. Or something, but... Oh, we get some flashbacks, I'm guessing. Yep. That is how it works. It's funny how it's reversed in the different countries. I wonder how many countries follow Japan's traditions and how many follow America's traditions of guy giving the chocolates to the girls and girls giving chocolates to the guys. so so she beats them in their arguments. And they just give up, walk away. Was that? I wonder if she had already met Okabe at that time. When she said she has someone else in mind. Hi, Ferris. Alright. When did she get there? Was she there the whole time? And Maho didn't even know? Nice. So, I wonder... So it's just gonna be all the girls making chocolate, and every single one is gonna give them to Okabe, except I'm pretty sure Kaguri is gonna give hers to Mayuri, not Okabe. But I bet even Rika, I believe, Ruka, one of those two, is gonna give hers, whatever you want to refer to him or her as, um, gonna give him to Okabe, because you can kind of tell he has a thing for Okabe. A bit. At least he blushes every time he's talking to Okabe, almost. Oh god. That was ridiculous. Hey, there's Okabe. Yeah, so I wonder if this is right around when the laptop got shot, maybe? I'm thinking. Or maybe around the time when they got jumped in the apartment. Like, right near the beginning. Jesus. Suzuha just thinks Kaguri is in love with everyone. People walking by like, what's wrong with this girl? Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the girl in the bottom right hand corner. I didn't point at anything. You guys aren't going to be able to tell. I was pointing at my monitor. But yeah, her on the right is something I'll talk more about it in the discussion. Oh my gosh, really? That's one thing I never wanted to hear. Okay. So now we're making chocolates. But they bought chocolate? Wait, what? I've never made chocolate before, but do you buy chocolate to make chocolate? That being said, I have no idea how you actually make chocolate, so Maho is just so indifferent. She's just like, I don't want to be doing this. Her dad? Yeah. It's definitely gonna be Mayuri. Maybe Suzuha. Since Suzuha's freaking out about it the whole time, I could see it maybe being Suzuha, but I can't remember if Mayuri knows yet about Kagura. Not Kagura, Kaguri. That she considers her mom. That face, that drawing. Your microwave broke. They're just breaking everything. Do none of them know how to cook? Right. At least she said it, I wasn't gonna say it. Are they gonna be terrible too? Are they watching anime? Oh, Daru is watching anime. Or playing a dating sim. Okay, when you play, yeah, he's playing a dating sim. Alright. Leave it to Daru. Oh! So they do know how to cook. Yeah, we know. Except we ruined everything when you weren't here. Oh, it's oil? I thought it was chocolate. Oh god. Wow. The poor Nay is so confused. Alright. So now we get to see who they're gonna give them to. Oh. Yep, you're pure white. Oh, the cleaning chick. I forget her name. Sergeant something something. Sergeant Clean or whatever she was. No. Did she go to Daru? Suzuha's getting worked up for nothing. Okay, so she still doesn't have her memories back, from what it seems like. Which means Mayuri doesn't know that she's... So I'm thinking it's probably Suzuha? Or maybe Ruka? Because she was with Ruka's family for a while, right? Poor Ferris. Alright, yeah, so they got chocolates for each other. Did they give each other theirs? Aw, that's nice. I like that. That might be my favorite one. Oh, I didn't read it all fast enough. Oh, is that... Okay. Wait, to my kind mommy... So she does remember? She just said I may not be able to remember my past. Maybe she still has blank spots even though she knows. So she gave chocolates to, like, most of the people. Suzuha, Okabe, Mayuri, Ruka, and Ruka's parents. Alright, that's it. Okay. Alright. That was definitely an OVA, but... It had some funny points. Oh, man. Stretching. Blah. Get to see this outro one last time. Do 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 do. Forgot how this outro goes. Kurisu. I wanted to see you in more than just a flashback this episode. And as Amadeus. I wanted to see you! I wanted to see the Steins Gate! Alright, and then I'm guessing there's... Is there an after credits? Holy shit, there's an after credits. She gave... Who'd... I mean, should be Okabe, right? Or did she leave it for Amadeus, maybe? So... Yeah, so she's kind of repaying it. So I'm guessing she left it for Kurisu. Did she leave it, like, at her grave, maybe? Or the radio building? Okay. Aw. That's sad. Alright, so now that's the end of the episode. Alright, guys, so I guess, I will do a real quick discussion about that episode. Since it was in OVA, there's not really predictions to be made. I'll talk about this a little bit, and then I'll get right into what I think about the whole series as a whole. Since this is the last episode I watched, we are done with Steins Gate. So we get to go on to some other shows now, which is exciting. I really like Steins Gate. It's kind of like a mixed emotion of like I really like Steins Gate, but I'm also excited to get more shows up on my channel. So whenever I finish one, it's kind of exciting. But for the OVA, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was definitely an OVA. It was definitely, you know, like you can tell it'd be like if it wasn't an OVA, it would just be like a filler episode. I was a little disappointed. I was hoping we'd have, like... I was hoping it would be one that, like... I'm guessing this released around that time at the point in the story where it showed that, maybe. But I was hoping it came out after the series, and it could have been maybe the Steins Gate world line, and them all having just, like, a fun little party. Like, it didn't have to be, like... plot driven, showing anything of how they got there, but maybe just like a fun little like where are they now, like maybe like way in the future where you could see like Okabe with a kid and stuff with Kurisu or something. I don't know. Would have been cool to see that. That's kind of what I was hoping for, but there was some really funny parts to this episode. There was some cool backstory with Kurisu and Maho, and we saw that she, you know, gave chocolates to her, and, you know, it just furthered their friendship even more. And Maho never got her anything, but never got a chance to repay it, but now she is, and that's what she did. She left it with, she left it where she died in the radio building, right at the end there, so that was pretty sad. We had some funny Suzuha moments with her thinking that Kaguri was in love with everybody she talked to for a few seconds. And we got to see her thought process with that, which was pretty funny. And they had some ridiculous scenes with their imagination. Well, not even imagination. The Mayuri in like the ribbon clothes was ridiculous. And then that was just imagination though. And then they put Ruka in the maid outfit with like the animal ears and stuff, and that was funny because of Nai's reaction. Nai, however you say her name. That was funny because of her reaction, but other than that, like, that's just not my kind of like humor in shows. But the reaction to that was pretty funny. But yeah, so the episode was pretty good. I guess it helped that I got to sit there and just try to predict what was gonna happen. Or like predict who was gonna give their chocolates to who, even though some of them were very obvious. Some of them I was also wrong about too, so I think that's what made the episode most interesting, is trying to predict that throughout the episode. But yeah, pretty good. So now I'm going to talk about Steins Gate Zero as a series as a whole. I did really like it. The part, like, some of the confusion I had with the series is my own fault. Like, my own, like, I forgot a lot about the first season and the differences between the alternate ending and the original ending. Like, towards the beginning of the series, I had that issue, and then at the end of the series, I had that issue. Like I was saying at the start of this video, I'm not sure if they found the Steins Gate in the actual ending, not the alternate ending. Which I think he did, because he found Kurisu, like, he got Kurisu back and Mayuri was still alive, so I'm pretty sure the first, like, the actual ending was when he kept going, and we're to assume that it tied back into the first series now to that ending. So if I had watched the first season, I think, like, if I watched the first season and then watched this immediately, like, back to back, like, I guess the first season, the alternate ending, and then this season, in the order you're supposed to watch it in, and not take like a 1.5 year break in between, I would have been able to comprehend everything that was happening a lot better. But I still enjoy this series a lot. It's definitely up there, like, above the average, like, because there have been times when I've gone through and binge watched anime. So, like, a new season happens, and I go to the one that just ended, and I binge watch almost every single show, except for, like, I'll skip the ones that look like they're, like, for kids. Because there's some that are clearly for kids, that release. And then the ones that have, like, I never know how to say it, like, the Eki or Echi, tag, which basically means there's a lot of fan service, is what I take away from that tag. I'll skip any that have that tag, but then I've had times where I watch everything else in a series, and so there's a lot of slice of life, there's a lot of, like, really mediocre, like, kind of boring anime, when you do that kind of thing. And you can definitely tell when you watch shows like this, where they're, like, a cut above the average. But I guess, yeah, I don't know, I decided to trash that thought I just had right there before it came out. So I do wish they tied it back in with the Steins Gate world line a little bit more in this series, but I respect the way they did it, knowing that they went back to, like, tie in with the first series the way they did. And so I think that was my biggest complaint. One of my more minor complaints is they didn't really elaborate on way back, I don't remember what episode it was, but the girl I mentioned in this episode She's like the light brown haired girl that's like short. She had a moment where she had a dream of the other world line that Okabe got sent to, I believe. And she said she had memories from it, and they never elaborated on it. It never seemed to come back into play at all. I don't know why they showed it to us. The only thing that I thought of after all of this time, like, I tried to come up with some theories in my off time as to what that, like, meant. And I'm pretty sure that it's just supposed to be showing that there might be some other people in the world, or even normal people can kind of experience other world lines. Because I don't know how much she remembered. Like, she made it seem like it was a very realistic dream, but is that assuming that she was just as in the world as Okabe, just she wasn't aware of it? Or was it still just bits and pieces? Because I think I do remember, I think in the first series they had times where they remembered stuff from other world lines, but it was only bits and pieces. But she made it seem like she seemed like a lot, like there was a lot more to it. But they never touched back on it, so I'm guessing it was just meant to show that there might be some other people in the world that are capable of like the, I think they called it like the Steins reader, kind of thing that Okabe can do. Which is, it's kind of cool because you would assume in, like, if that kind of thing would be real and it can manifest in a person, that it can manifest in other people. Obviously, there are plenty of shows that have this, like, they're the only ones that can do it, you know, any superpower kind of things, like, any superhero shows, you know, just because, Daredevil went blind and his senses were heightened doesn't mean that every blind person can, you know, see pretty much perfectly fine because of their, like, heightened other senses, like that kind of thing. But anyway, but yeah, other than that, the rest of the series was, it flowed pretty good. Any of the confusion I had was because of me. It had nothing to do with the show's writing. And like, even the ending, like, was all me the whole time, so I wish I watched the first series. I really should have. It would have made these reactions a lot better, so sorry if it frustrated any of you guys throughout the whole watch, being like, oh, he forgot this and forgot that. Yeah, because I did. But I will probably rewatch shows in the future if I watch a sequel to them, except for ones that I've watched a lot. Like, for instance, I think I'm going to be doing Fairy Tail next, because they're on their last, well, I should say I'm going to be doing the last season of Fairy Tail. I've watched all of Fairy Tail up until where it ended, and now it just started back up with this last season, so unfortunately my channel isn't going to have the first 500 episodes or however many there are, but I'll do my reactions of the last season, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I've watched that twice, I think, myself, and then I think I've watched 2 different reactions to the whole series. So I've watched like I've watched the series 4 times, essentially, since then, and the last time was pretty recent, so I remember a big chunk of what happened. Like, I might forget some tiny little stuff here and there, but I shouldn't have this kind of problem that I had with Steins Gate with that one. And then same with Overlord, might be another one I pick up, Season 2 and Season 3 I haven't seen yet. I saw Season 1, I rewatched Season 1 recently, so that's pretty like good in my mind as well. And so hopefully any others that I pick up, I'll watch like the first few seasons to get it right again. Like I think Attack on Titan was my third option that I wanted to do. And if I do end up doing that, I might binge the first two seasons because I've already seen the first two seasons. I might binge those two and to get myself caught back up and everything, make sure I understand the whole world and everything that's going on before I move into the third. And is there a fourth yet? I don't know, but yeah, I really enjoyed Steins Gate. Thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around with my videos and my reactions, I know some of you have. I appreciate it, even through all of my confusion. I appreciate the help in the comments from a few of you that have gone into a lot of detail to help me realize my mistakes and everything. And I hope to see you guys in maybe some of my other reactions someday, or, you know, who knows? maybe I'll react to another show that you guys really liked. And I'm pretty good at remembering names, so I will more than likely, unless it's like many years from now, I'll more than likely remember the names of the people that commented and that like I replied to. I try to reply to majority of the comments that get left. And yeah, I like talking to you guys. I read the comments and all that, so thank you guys for watching this series. We'll be back with this same time slot of Monday for Fairy Tail starting next week. Unless I decide to do something different. I'm not 100% on Fairy Tail yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna go with, because that's the one I remember like the most without rewatching, and that's the one I'm like most excited to watch, so figure I'd probably go with that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Or, well, see you in any of my other reactions if you guys follow any of those. And yeah, have a good one, guys.